Hi, welcome. I wanted to give you some things that you can do for your neck if it's feeling tight, stiff, got a lack of range of motion, anything like that. This is if you have the space and time to get down on the floor. If you don't, have another video that where we do some good neck relieving work sitting in a chair, so you can check that out. But if you have time and space to get down on the floor, this one's for you and your neck, okay? So anytime you feel tightness, stiffness, some sense of like pain, achiness, things like that, that is coming from your nervous system. And so one of the things that we want to do is throughout this whole thing, take nice, slow, long breaths. They don't have to be dramatic. We want to use our breath because that's one of the things that can communicate to your nervous system that you're safe, everything's fine, we're breathing in a relaxed way, and so we're telling our brain it's okay to relax a little bit. Okay, so that's just one thing to say from the start. So first thing we're going to do is a platysma stretch. Your platysma is this muscle in the front of your neck. So like when you tense your neck like that, you've got this like big kind of, I think of it as like, it's not really a flap, but you know, it's kind of like a big sheet that comes across and connects into your collarbone. So you're gonna take your left hand, and if you've got a shirt, kind of get under your shirt to your skin. Your left hand to your right collarbone, and then your right hand on top of that to anchor it. And we're gonna pull down and to the right. And so even here, this might be enough and you can breathe, or turn your head away from your hands and lift your chin a little bit. You can breathe here. Or you can add your jaw in by opening your jaw down and then move it forward and up. You do like a bulldog, you know? And then do that a couple more times. Down, forward and up. Down, forward and up. Now keep that and go side to side. Great, relax that. Second side, bring your right hand to your left collarbone, left hand on top, pull down into the left. Okay, turn your head to the right, look up. You can stay here and breathe. Or open your bottom jaw and forward and up. Do that a couple more times. And then go side to side. Nice and slow. Okay, bring that back to center. Now lie on your belly. So if you feel okay taking your forehead to the floor, you can take your forehead to the floor. You can also have like a little blanket that you fold up and just put your forehead on. You just don't want it to be too high. And so when you get your forehead to the floor, bring your hands down by your chest or down by your low ribs, just depending on how your wrists feel. And then gently grip the floor with your hands. So I said this is a neck thing, but moving our shoulder blades can really impact our neck. So we're going to add some shoulder in here. So take the fronts of your shoulders down toward the ground. Gently grip the ground with your finger pads as you do that. Fronts of your shoulders down toward the ground. Then fronts of your shoulders up toward the ceiling so that your shoulder blades squeeze toward one another on your back. Down toward the ground and up toward the ceiling. Down toward the ground, so we're protracting our shoulder blades, taking them away from your spine. And then fronts of the shoulders up toward the ceiling, we're retracting our shoulder blades, taking them closer to the spine. Do that a couple more times. Okay, and then bring your shoulders kind of a little more neutral. Now, keep your hands where they are, but slide your shoulders up toward your ears. And then back toward your hips. Go toward your ears. Really get them, slide those shoulder blades up there. And then toward your hips or your feet. And breathe as you go. Inhale up toward your ears. Exhale, shoulders toward your feet. 2 more. Toward your ears. And toward your feet. And toward your ears. And go toward your feet. All right, now let your arms come to a more relaxed position. You can even just put your forearms down, kind of on either side of your face, blanket, whatever you've got. Now, gently push. If you've got your forehead on your blanket or on the ground. Now, if it's on the ground, you got to make sure your nose isn't going to get smooshed. So you might add a blanket if you didn't have one, or a towel, like folded up is fine. Now push your forehead straight down into that blanket. This does not have to be intense. Push to where you can feel you're doing something, but it's not stressful. You don't need to be like super shaky or anything. Now see if you can keep that pressure as you slowly roll toward the right side of your head. So I'm just turning my head, but I'm trying to keep that pressure down into my blanket. And I'm going to come back to center and roll the other way. I'm trying to keep that steady pressure even as I rotate. It's like a resisted turning of your head. Come back to center. Do 2 more on either side. Nice and slowly roll toward the right side of your head. Come back to center and roll toward the left side of your head. Notice I said toward because it's not required that you get to the side of your head. Come back to center. 1 more either way. Right side of your head. And toward the left side. All right, enough of that. Come to hands and knees. And then cat and cow. So if I come to hands and knees here, I'm going to keep my elbows straight, round your back, relax your neck. Think about relaxing the back of your neck and just round your back up toward the ceiling like a Halloween cat. Tuck your tailbone between your legs. Now go the exact opposite way. Take your belly down, your chest forward, your butt up toward the ceiling, and then think about lifting from the back of your neck and the back of your head to lift your head forward. Okay, and then a couple more. Now, pick a way that you want to breathe in either direction. So I'm going to be kind of different than normal. I'm going to inhale as I do the Halloween cat. And then exhale as I lower my belly and lift the back of my neck and head. Good. Let's do a couple more like that. You can do your breaths the other way too if it makes you happy. Okay, good. That's one there. Now, we're already on hands and knees. So take your left hand down and stretch your right leg out. I'm going to spin my left shin to the left so that I come into this sort of kneeling side plank shape. Now, you might need something to put your hand on, like a block. We have like yoga blocks or step stool. anything like that, that you might just want a little bit more height here if this is a really tight position. But we're gonna come into this little kneeling side plank shape. And the game is to take your hands, your top hand, and reach it back. Now I'm gonna try to follow my hand as I reach my palm back. Now I'm gonna turn my thumb up, my palm open, and circle my arm overhead, down toward the ground, and back to my hip. Now I'm gonna go the exact opposite direction. So I'm just gonna go back and forth, down to the ground, overhead, back behind me, toward my hip, and then switch again. Now I'm trying to follow my hand with my head so that my neck is moving. And that's really the key here. Keep track of your hand, not just with your eyes, but try to turn your head. You can turn your chest, whatever it takes. Follow that hand. Okay, do one more either way. And then you'll come back to hands and knees and switch sides. Left leg back, left arm up. Reach it back, look at it, and then start to circle. Follow your hand with your eyes, follow your hand with your head. Now breathe. See if you can inhale as your arm reaches overhead, and exhale as your arm reaches toward your hip. One of the things that hopefully you notice, keep going, is that we're doing quite a bit of active movement. I think actually being active, using the muscles of your neck, using the muscles of your shoulders is one of the best ways to reduce stiffness, pain, and improve mobility. Okay, finish the round you're on. And then sit and lie onto your back. Last one here. You are welcome to take your little blanket or towel and put your head on it, like the back of your skull can be on it. And I would say especially do this if, when you lie flat, your chin lifts up a bunch. So if your chin lifts up a bunch and you can't get the back of your skull to the ground, that's when you definitely want to add a little blanket or towel to give you a little better chance of getting the back of your skull down, where your chin isn't jutting upward away from your chest. It doesn't have to be like, you don't want to be tucked, but we want to be able to get the back of your skull rather than kind of the back top. Okay, hopefully that's helpful. Take your arms wide side to side. Bend your knees and place your feet close to your hips. Then gently press the back of your skull, or think about pressing your throat back toward the ground, and that should press the back of your head into the ground. Again, gently. This does not need to be super intense, but feel that pressure. Then see if you can maintain that pressure, just like we did when we were lying on our stomach, as you turn your head. Say turn your head to the right, but keep the pressure as you turn your head, and lower your knees to the left. So we're going to try to turn our head opposite direction of our legs, and then come back to center. See if you can keep that pressure, and then turn your head to the left, lower your knees to the right. And really the key is head and legs opposite. Keep a gentle, consistent pressure of the of your skull into the ground. So nice and slow. There does not need to be a hurry here. And breathe. You can inhale to center and exhale as you twist, or exhale to center and inhale as you twist. I really don't care. Whatever feels more natural, but just try to make your breaths long, smooth, gentle. Let's just do a couple more each way. All right. Take a big breath in and exhale. And you can come back up to sitting. All right, hopefully that's helpful. You can use some of that, all of that, do the whole practice, or just the things that really, really make a difference for you. And hopefully that'll help your neck feel better and more mobile.